Howdy, hi. It is Dear Job Sports WNBA Picks and Predictions for Tuesday, August 26th, 2025. We are looking at both games. Let's get into the video. All right, now if you realized in the intro, I did not say best bets because currently, based on what I'm giving out, it's probably the worst bets. We go 1-5 on the day, bringing our season record to 305 and 292. We are slowly creeping back towards 500, which I do not enjoy. Like I said, 1-5 today. It was bad. We'll get into it, and then we'll get on to the two player props we have tomorrow. Our only winner, we took the worst team in the league to cover 13.5, and they did it. They almost won the game outright. Final score, New York Liberty 81, Connecticut Sun 79. The Sun shoot 42% from the field, 48% from the three-point line, 64% from deep. They win the rebound battle by 4. They win the turnover battle by 2. They just couldn't really hold New York scoring-wise. Liberty 50% from the field, 39% from deep, and 16 of 19 from the free throw line. Turnovers, only 26 of them. Game was a bit slower paced than I thought it would be. With Stewie back, it kind of slowed down things a little bit more. Horrible performances from Bria Hartley. 32 minutes played. You went 1 of 6 from the field. Not ideal. Marina Mabry, 6 of 18. That's a lovely 33% from the field for her. Sabrina, 3 of 7. Again, when she shoots the ball fewer times, her team wins. Even if it was close, they still win. Emma Mieseman comes off the bench. They move Kennedy Burke into the starting lineup. She scores 14. Stewie back on the team, dropped 19. John Quell, 18, 11, and 6. I'm saying all this, and they still barely beat the Suns at home. Not ideal. So we lost the over in that game. Too slow-paced, too many turnovers. Just was never an over game. Next game, we lost both of our bets. I had aces minus 10.5. I had the over 162.5. We got a lot of closing line value with the over. It closed at 166.5. So we got 4 points of value. It didn't mean jack diddly shit. Final score, Las Vegas 79, Chicago Sky 74. It was looking better at halftime for the spread. The over was never looking good. Halftime score 44-32. Shout out to Asia Wilson for doing absolutely nothing when I take your PR. 7 of 18 from the field with 4 turnovers. Asia, that is not going to help your MVP candidacy here. Kirsten Bell, 1 of 4, played 7 minutes, then didn't touch the court again. Jewel Lloyd, 0 of 5 from the field in 28 minutes. Thank you. Not a good day for either of these teams. Chicago Sky dominated the actual stats. They won the rebound battle 53-30. How do you win the rebound battle by 23 but lose the game? That answer is in field goal percentage, as they shoot 38% from the field, 28% from deep, and they have 19 turnovers. They lost a game where Ariel Atkins dropped 30 points and 7 assists. That is not good. Shout out to Kia Nurse. I will continue to say she is one of the worst WNBA players. 19 minutes, 0 of 7 from the field. Why is she even in the W? Genuinely, I say this every single time. On the season, she is shooting 34% from the field. That is anywhere. Half-court layups, they're the same thing in overall field goal percentage. 34%. How are you that ass? She's not even 30 yet. She's 29 and she went to UConn. Why are you so bad? All right, our player props, I already touched on Asia. She didn't do a damn thing. Tina Charles really wasn't doing anything and then picked it up late. So it looks like she was close to covering, but really she wasn't. 13 points, only 3 rebounds. Shout out to Anissa Morrow, who dropped 18 points and 15 rebounds against the New York Liberty. Anissa Morrow is listed as 6'1". How are you letting a 6'1" rookie grab 15 boards and score 18 points on you? Liberty are bad. Tina does not hit her PR. All right, that's how I think I lost like $73 on fire. Goodbye, $73. Hello. no food stamps. All right, let's get on to the games for tomorrow. All right, so before we get to the picks, I will preface this with saying I think I've had 3 losing days in a row in the WNBA. They're taking my lunch money, that's for sure. Later half of the season, we're seeing some interesting results. My overall season record is going down, so please take all of this with a big ol' grain of salt. That being said, I'm going to take the Storm minus 3.5. I'm going to rock the under 166.5. This is a massive game for playoff implications. Seattle Storm sit 20-18. Indiana Fever sit 19-18. We could honestly see both of these teams miss the playoffs if we get good runs to the end of the season. Actually, I guess both of them couldn't miss it. Only one of these teams could really miss. You'd have to see a generational run from the Mystics, and then both of these teams fall off of a cliff. But either way, both of these teams need to win this game. If we're looking at lineups and who is actually not injured, the Seattle Storm had the advantage almost every single position besides shooting guard. The Storm, 20-18 on the year. They've won 3 games in a row. They're kind of the opposite of the Indiana Fever recently. The Fever used to be on a winning streak. The Storm used to be on a losing streak. The Fever, everyone on their team got hurt. Now they're on a losing streak. The Storm, they got healthy. They traded for Brittany Sykes, and now they're on a winning streak. So they just kind of flip-flopped. They said, okay, we'll be good, you'll be bad, and we'll take it. I think they have an advantage in every single position besides the shooting guard. I would take Sykes over anyone. Or not Sykes. I would take Mitchell over Sykes, or whoever they put Diggins in the shooting guard and whoever they play at the 2. I like Dominique Malonga. I like Nneka Ogwumike. I like Gabby Williams. This Fever team just has no one. I mean, everyone is hurt. Cunningham, Clark, Sims, Colson, McDonald. Who's going to play? Chloe Bibby? Are you really putting your faith in Chloe Bibby? Not me. Fever, 19-18. They've lost 4 out of their last 5 games. 2 of those were to the Lynx. The other 2 to the Wings and the Mystics. Injury report, it's bad. It's really going to be all Kelsey Mitchell this game, I think, because if we're looking down low, Aaliyah Boston and Natasha Howard are going to have to deal with the trio of Nneka, Ezzy, and Dominique Malonga. They are all bigger than them. Actually, I guess not bigger, but they're all taller than them for sure. Nneka's probably bigger than all of them, and then Dominique is just a winged giant down low. I don't see how they're getting anything in the paint. It's all going to have to come from the outside. And the only person I trust shooting the ball consistently is Kelsey. Maybe you could argue this is a good Lexi Hall spot. Or if you wanted to take Odyssey Sims if she plays, I don't hate it. But I can't take plus 3.5 at home against a team who is significantly better than you. Give me the Storm. Give me the under. All right, next game we got, and the final game we got, Phoenix Mercury on the road at the LA Sparks. I'm going to take the Mercury minus 4.5. You recall the Sparks are on the ban list, so I don't really have a choice. But backing the Sparks at home is not something I would really want to do anyway. So I think I'd take the Mercury no matter what. Also, it is a Sparks game, so you have to take the over. They don't play any defense. Mercury 22-14 on the year, coming off of a very impressive 9-point home win against the Valkyries. The lineup is healthy. Alyssa Thomas still putting up really good numbers. Only thing that's semi-concerning is the size that the Sparks have down low. I mean, you're going up against Hamby, Azurá Stevens, and Cam Brink. That doesn't really exude confidence from me from an AT, Dewana Bonner, Natasha Mack, and Maddie Westfeld. None of them really the same size as they have on LA. I don't think it matters, though, because the LA is bigger than every single team, and they can't play defense against anyone. They're horrible. Mercury should be able to keep up with this LA offense, plus the Phoenix. The Mercury do have the better defense. If they're making their shots from outside, this game isn't going to be close. Satu Sabali should feast. Kalia Copper should have a good game. This Mercury team's good. They need to keep winning so they can try to grab the 2nd overall seed. The Sparks, though, they also have to get winning. 1 game below 500. They're slowly sliding away from playoff probability here. The Valkyries went on a bit of a win streak. The Fever are still above 500. If they were to win this game, the Sparks, and the Fever were to lose, this would be a massive potential swing. Fever have a very tough end-of-year schedule. Sparks do not. Sparks kind of have an easy road after this. So if they can win it, I'll give them props, but I will take the Mercury minus the points. Parks play no defense. All right, now we're going to do player props. I would take these with an even larger grain of salt than what you took the previous plays with. I am 0-6 in my last 6 player props. 0 for nothing, nada. So I'm going to go back to old reliable. Alyssa Thomas, PRA over 32.5. This number is not large enough. She struggled missing her PRA in back-to-back games. Then in her most recent game against the Valkyries, she dropped 13, 12, and 16. That is a crazy stat line against a Valkyries defense who is leaps and bounds better than what the Sparks are going to put off there. If the Mercury want to grab that second overall seed, they got to continue to win. So I think that is all going to flow through AT. Next, we're going Rakia Jackson. Same game, different team. Give me your points and rebounds over 19.5. You're going to want to shop around for this number. FanDuel is 20.5. BetMGM had it 19.5. I did not check Bet365 or DraftKings, so maybe shop around. Maybe you can find a flat 19 if you're looking hard enough. Game total for that one is sitting at 177.5 points. That is a lot of shots, a lot of rebounds, both of which should be going Rakia's way. Coming off of a game where she scored 25 points against the Wings, she has hit this number in 3 out of her last 4 games. I think she can hit it here. All right, that is going to do it for me in this video. I really need a winner because I'm tired of throwing away money on women's basketball. Please, for the love of God, can we bring back college basketball? All right, I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.